Imagine this, at 90, your legs still feel strong, not fast, not hard, but calm and confident. Many people think. The older you get, the more you have to slow down. But what if the reality is different? What if your legs, which have accompanied you for decades, could still carry you through each day with confidence? We're not talking about strenuous effort, not about major changes. We're talking about small attentions, about 1 spoon a day, about gentle habits done patiently, a little, but routine, a little, but meaningful. Imagine a calm morning, your feet touch the floor. No rush, no fear. Imagine a balanced afternoon, your steps aren't forced. Your body is given a break. Imagine a peaceful evening. Your feet are at rest. The heart is at peace. This isn't about returning to youth. This is about respecting a body that has been faithful. It's not about fighting age. This is about walking side by side with time. If you've ever asked yourself, is it still possible to feel strong? The answer might not be a loud yes, but a soft yes. Yes, in a wiser way. Yes, with slower steps. This is a journey. A slow journey, a warm journey, about feet, about small concerns, about a life that remains meaningful, and maybe, about you. Stay here, listen to the story, feel the steps. Slow, calm, and full of hope. Imagine an old wooden chair on the porch. It's been sat on thousands of times. It's seen rain, heat, and wind. The paint may no longer shine, but when you sit on it, the chair is still sturdy. It doesn't wobble. It doesn't complain. Now, imagine a human leg, a leg that has carried someone through decades of life, walking to work, dancing on happy days, standing on difficult days, and remaining faithful to this day. Then a question arises that often crosses the minds of many elderly people. Can legs still feel strong at 90? The answer, not always hard. Not always fast, but often quiet and surprising. Today, we don't speak in complicated language. There are no stiff terms. Just simple stories, like a morning conversation over a cup of warm drink. And these stories often begin with a small spoonful each day. Before we walk any further together, if you enjoyed this slow, warm, and encouraging story of life in old age, please support this channel by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video. Your support is like a small walking stick, not a big one, but it makes your steps feel more confident. Now, take a deep breath, and let's continue. Imagine your feet like 2 pillars of an old house. They're no longer new, they bear the marks of time. But the house still stands, because they were patiently cared for, not forced. The same goes for your feet. It's not about running. It's not about jumping high. It's about being able to stand with confidence. In many parts of the world, older people who seem calm as they walk do so not because they've done big things. It's because they've been faithful to small things. One habit, one attention, 1 spoonful a day, like watering an old plant. No need for a big bucket, just consistent water. An old body doesn't need to be forced. The aging body demands attention. A little, but regular, is stronger than a lot, but infrequent. A grandfather once smiled and said, "At my age, my legs don't need to be fast. The important thing is not to be startled when I get up from a chair." And it's true. Strength in old age isn't about showing off. It's not about who's the strongest. It's about feeling comfortable in movement. Being able to stand without hesitation. Being able to walk without excessive fear. Being able to walk to the kitchen with a smile. Imagine a calm morning. The sunlight slowly streams in through the window. You sit. Your back is leaning back. Take a slow breath. Then, a small spoon in your hand, not as a miracle, but as a sign of love for your body. It's like saying to your feet, "Thank you for accompanying me this far." The human body isn't a new watch. It's an antique. It doesn't sparkle, but if cared for, its seconds still tick quietly. The feet are the most loyal part of the body. He doesn't say much, but he's always ready to support. And when given a little attention each day, he repays with a sense of security when standing. Remember, age doesn't end strength. Age only demands gentler methods. Strong legs are legs treated with respect. Pause. Take a breath. Let these words sink in. At 90, feeling strong legs isn't about grand miracles. It's about small habits done with love. One spoonful a day. One slow step. One intention to keep moving peacefully. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. Next, we'll discuss how small morning habits can make your feet feel lighter all day, without forcing them, without fear, and without having to drastically change your life. Imagine a quiet morning. The world isn't busy yet. The air is still soft. It's at times like these that your body is most willing to cooperate. Not to run, not to chase time, but to greet the day slowly. And your feet are the first to feel all of this. Many people think that strength comes from great effort. In fact, in old age, strength is often born from a peaceful start to the day. Imagine your feet like old bicycle wheels. If you immediately start them at speed when they're cold, the wheels feel stiff, but if you encourage them to move slowly first, turn them slowly, they become more friendly. So it is with human feet. Morning isn't a time to force things. It's a time to invite them. Imagine this. You wake up, sit on the edge of the bed. Your feet touch the floor. Don't stand up immediately. Don't rush. Just pause, like giving an old engine time to slowly start. Then your feet move slightly. Not an exercise, not a strenuous routine. Just like someone stretching their wings before a short flight. Small movements, big intentions. Feet in old age aren't fragile glass. They're more like the cover of an old book. If you open them gently, the pages remain intact. If you open them roughly, they tear easily. Therefore, a gentle morning makes your feet more confident throughout the day. Not because they're overly strong, but because they're not surprised. Someone once said with a chuckle, at my age, the important thing is that your feet don't protest before breakfast. And that makes sense. Feet also want to be treated like old friends. Not as forced labor tools. If you speak to them quietly, they respond cooperatively. A calm morning makes your feet more welcoming. Small movements are better than large forces. The start of the day determines your confidence when walking. In many countries, older people who seem stable when walking doesn't do anything extraordinary. They're simply loyal to a simple morning. Rise slowly. Sit for a moment. Move your feet mindfully. Like greeting an old friend every morning. And from there, a sense of security arises. Take a breath. Feel your feet now. Not to judge. Not to compare. Just to appreciate. These feet have carried you far. Very far. Remember this. Feet feel strong not because they're constantly used, but because they've been given time to prepare. The morning is a gift. Use them gently. If the day begins peacefully, the steps throughout the day feel lighter. If the feet are greeted patiently, they will support you faithfully. Keep taking it slow. Keep believing. And stay kind to your body. Next, we'll discuss how to maintain a steady pace in the middle of the day, when energy levels begin to decline, and our bodies urge us to move more thoughtfully. Imagine the sun is higher. The light is brighter. The day is progressing. This is the time when many older people begin to feel their steps are no longer as light as they were this morning. And that's very human. Midday isn't a sign of weakness. It's a reminder to adjust your rhythm. Midday is like a long journey on an old train. If the train is forced to keep going without stopping, the engine will complain. But if given a brief respite, it resumes its steady march. The human foot is the same. In old age, pausing doesn't mean giving up. In fact, it's a smart way to persevere. Imagine this. You've taken a few steps today, maybe to the kitchen, maybe to the window, maybe to the small yard. Now you're sitting. Your legs are straight. Your shoulders are relaxed. It doesn't have to be long. There are no rules. Just a pause, like a cloud pausing in the sky. And when you get back up, your steps feel more balanced. Your feet at midday are like car tires on a long journey. They're not punctured. They're not damaged. They just need the right amount of air. If you ignore them, they feel heavy. If you pay attention, the ride feels smoother. Mindfulness is simple. Sit down for a moment, move slowly. And don't force it. Someone has said with a smile, "At midday, my legs like to ask for a lunch break." And that's normal. Your legs work too. They get tired too. And they deserve a break. Midday is a time for balance, not for force. A short pause makes your steps more confident. Pausing is part of moving forward. Let these words linger for a moment. In many places around the world, older people who look steady on their evening walks are those who haven't exhausted themselves in the middle of the day. They respect their body's limits, not because they're weak, but because they're wise, like a seasoned sailor who knows when to fully unfurl the sails, and when to let the wind gently catch them. Feel your feet. Not to test, not to judge, just to say silently, "Thank you for carrying me this far." Simple words, but warm. Steady feet are not feet that are forced to keep going. They are feet that are given time to breathe, and in old age. That's the most beautiful form of strength, if midday is spent wisely. The afternoon feels kinder, if feet are respected. They reciprocate with balance. Stay slow, stay aware, and stay appreciative. Next, we'll discuss how to end the day peacefully, so that your feet feel at ease while resting, and ready to face tomorrow with more confidence. Many people think that strength is only built through movement. However, in old age, strength also grows when we know when to stop. Nighttime isn't the end, it's a bridge to a new day. Imagine the sun starting to set. The light softens. The shadows lengthen. This is the time when your body quietly says, "Thank you for today." Your feet have worked. Maybe not far. Maybe not long, but enough. And when night falls, what your feet need isn't a challenge, but a sense of calm. Imagine this. You're sitting in your favorite chair. The lights are dim. The atmosphere is calm. Your feet are comfortably propped up. Not tense. Not forced. Like putting a tool back in its place after it's been used well. In this moment, the feet learn an important lesson. There's always tomorrow. Feet at night are like a village road after rain. They're not damaged. They just need time to dry. If left alone, the road is ready to be walked on again. So are feet. Being still doesn't mean weakness. Stillness is part of strength. Someone said with a chuckle, "At night, my feet come home from work first." And that's okay. Every part of the body has its own working hours. And nighttime is the time to rest. Nighttime is a time of relaxation, not of challenge. Feet that are respected during rest are better prepared for tomorrow. Peaceful sleep is a reward for tomorrow's steps. Let these words close your day. Old age isn't about losing strength. It's about changing your approach. From forcing, to listening, from pursuing, to appreciating. The feet that still support you today are proof that small attentions bring big results. One spoonful a day. One slow step. One peaceful night. Now, pause. Inhale slowly. Exhale slowly. Imagine your feet resting. Calm. Safe. There's nothing to chase. At 90 years old. The feet feel as solid as steel not because they're hard, but because they're cared for with tenderness. Not because they're forced to walk long distances, but because they're always invited with respect. This series isn't about secrets. It's about relationships. A relationship with the body, with time, and with ourselves. Thank you for walking with us from morning, noon, until night. Slowly, calmly, and with gratitude. Before this video truly ends, let one simple question linger in your heart. When was the last time you thanked your feet? Not with big words, not with elaborate promises, just with quiet gratitude. Because these feet have carried you through mornings and nights, through laughter and tears, through years that weren't always easy. And today, they still carry you. Think of life's journey as a long road you've traveled. There have been smooth parts. There have been rocky parts. There have been dark parts, but you kept walking. Slowly, perhaps, but you kept walking. That's not a fluke. It's gentle perseverance. True strength in old age isn't about being the fastest. It's not about being the strongest. True strength is standing still and walking with a peaceful heart. Today, we're not talking about miracles. We're talking about small acts of mindfulness. One spoonful a day. One gentle habit. One moment to listen to your body. These little things may not seem like much, but like the grains of sand that make up a beach. They work slowly, and the results are real. If you're watching this video while sitting or taking a break, remember one important thing: you're doing your best. Every step you take counts. Every effort you make matters. Every day you live is a small victory. There's no need to compare yourself to anyone. There's no need to chase the past. Today is enough. You are enough. Before we say goodbye, if this video has made you feel supported, warmed your heart, or made you smile softly, don't forget to hit the like button. Please share this video with someone you care about. And subscribe to this channel so we can continue walking together. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss the next hot story. And if you'd like, leave a comment below. Tell us where you're watching, or just write one word that describes how you're feeling today. We read. We care. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for walking slowly together. May your day be peaceful. May your steps be light. And may your heart always be filled with gratitude. See you again. Keep walking peacefully.